Let's fix this shit. So I'm going to put a conveyor and a receptacle in here like we did before, and we're going to get things back on track. That is the dream. I kind of don't want this to get submerged. It's right in the fucking way. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll slap a compactor down like we did earlier. Put him there. And then, which way did I send this? This needs to be my loader. Yeah, loader can go here. Receptacle there. Yeah, I think this will be fine. I don't think this will overload the circuit, but we'll have to see. I think what we'll do, might rip a load of this wire out and come straight through here instead. So that'll go to there. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna get back on track. How's the storage room going, I wonder? Pretty fucking good, actually. Let's get this finished. We'll rip all you out. All you can be ripped out. We've got the ladder on the outside, that's fine. And we can rip all of this shit out as well. Let's rip you out too. All this stuff we'll sweep up later. Okay. So we have a vent on that side, don't we? I don't want to make these out of granite. We'll use something else. Oh, God. Jeez, jeez, jeez. Okay. Focus Life is now on the case. Focus Life is going to fix all the problems that Lazy Prick Life didn't do earlier. All the problems that Lazy Prick Life created, Focus Life is going to fix. Don't worry about it. It's all in hand. Focus Life likes to zigzag downstairs. It's one of the things he's known for. In the bizzle. That's right, I said bizzle. Baby, I said bizzle. She doesn't care.
I said bizzle.
Yeah, you damn right I said bizzle. Cause shit's getting real.
Oh.
Did I do all this out of a bizzle? We'll rip this out eventually. Okay. Operation Printing Pod Enable. Codename. We killed a few. Did we put people in the dirt yet? No, we didn't. Don't go in the oil. It's hot. Connie, good evening. How's it going? Sorry, I don't be reading chat at all. And Mac 12, good evening. Did the day after? No, not really. I get a lot of stick for killing dupes, but I don't kill that many really. When I do, I'm normally a bit pissed off about it. Right, let's put them in the fucking dirt. Or rather, the mesh tile. Which will be great. Okay. Well, Operation Exosuit was very short-lived. I'm sad at my lack of ability to get this working properly. We'll come back to this when we've got a better oxygen supply, I think. Or when we route our pipes a bit better. It's probably the better way of putting it. We shouldn't be consuming that much oxygen in the base if we're using exosuits all the time, so it doesn't really make sense. Okay. So, let's get this finished off as well. You'll be finished off soon. We need to get a liquid lock in here as well, don't we? And we'll need another piece of tile here. And then, yeah, we'll bust through this when we pumped a bit more gas in, and we'll get all this crap swept up, and it'll look a bit tidy up here too. And it'll look like a nice big green dome at the top of the base, which is quite nice. And we can rip this pipe out later, it's all messy. He vehemently denies deriving any pleasure from killing dupes. At the same time, he doesn't show much concern for their well-being and enjoys berating them while they are in near-death situations. That is not entirely true. I don't enjoy it, I just have to do it as a cruel overlord. I don't derive any pleasure from it. But sometimes, you do need to call a dupe a stupid bitch if they've managed to dig themselves into their own ceiling that they've just built. I mean, if you had a labourer come to your house, like a joiner or something, and he came and built you, you know, a part of your attic or something, you know, like a loft renovation, and he built himself into the roof, although at first you would possibly show some concern, you would shortly have to call them a fucking idiot and fire them. I mean, let's face it. Imagine coming up to your loft conversion and the fucking joiner's built himself into the ceiling, with his head, wiggling his legs in the air. I'd laugh. I'd tickle him and I'd laugh. So, honestly, I think you guys are too mean on me. I think it's unfounded. What are you smiling at? So, I'll do an updated Twitch list in a minute as well, and we'll try and get some new subs in. So, this will help. This will allow us to get things tidied up. This thing down here, I'm so tired of, but we need to get this built as well. We are going to have a pump in here. What did I do here, honestly? That was for all these suits. Dupes have instantly died before without life trying. It was a glorious day because it happened twice in a row. Wish you could stay, but I actually have to go to work tonight. Have fun. Take it easy, Whisper. Good to see you, buddy. Take it easy, mate. Plus side, 2 free exosuits now. You jerk. Shit. What a monster. You should have pumped that messy chlorine and CO2 area out of the base. That's not the problem, Camo. I can do that. I can seal off the bottom of the base and make it so that this is O2 only at some point. What really is a problem is trying to manage exosuits when you've got 28 dupes, or 26 now. Because realistically I need 28 exosuits if I intend to assign them to roles, or specific exosuits for specific areas. The only problem is I can't do that here because it's too tight. I would like to have just exosuits reserved for cooks, exosuits reserved for farmers, but I don't have that space, which is why I did it like this. It doesn't really work. Right. Jobs mastered. How are farmers getting on? Not very well. Minicant and Mooney-Garoo. You are getting updated. Have a promotion. Mooney-Garoo. Go. Very good. I want all this to be done pretty soon. Should we try catching some puffs? We've got some plastic. So we can do some lures and stuff, I imagine. We dropped some more water down, didn't we? We dropped all this shit down as well. Let's do a little... Let's do a couple of little digs up here just to get some of this crap dug away. I've done this the wrong way around. This should be like lower priority. All this stuff. The room needs to be built first. Ezekiel, good evening, bud. How are you? You'd be pretty impressed if you did that. If a joiner built their head into your ceiling, you would not be impressed. That's not true, because you'd have to deconstruct it. If we're doing this as like a proper analogy. You'd have to deconstruct your roof to free the idiot joiner that built his head into the roof. Nah, I don't think you'd be happy. I don't think you'd be impressed. First you'd laugh, second you'd say, how'd you manage that? Third I'd start looking for a replacement. There you go. You'd finish the job yourself by building them in. Shit. I daren't go in your attic, fucking hell. Let him die, saves on the cost. Fucking hell, Max. Could put more exosuits above the ones you have in a lower area of your base. I think you have the vertical room for that. More above it. Oh, like have like a multi-story one. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I think the problem is, or a problem is, can you not come home? Is there no space? I think one of the problems is we don't have enough oxygen supply. We're basically only generating. It's not like these pipes are completely filled. Do you know what I mean? Like this one's a lot healthier on this side, but it's still not enough even to just fill this one up. I think we need like fucking a line for each one, and we do not have that. Like, look how few packets we've actually got going down here. I think we just need a lot more oxygen if we were going to do it for this many dupes. I've never tried exosuits with more than like 12 or 16 dupes before. This is like a lot more than I've ever done. And I just don't think it's very practical. I think it's too costly. But we'll keep tinkering. We'll not rip anything out yet. But we could do like a multi-story, but I think we need more oxygen then. Honestly. Okay. I want this done now because I want this geyser getting cooled. I'm probably going to get rid of all this polluted water as best I can, but there is a lot of ice around here and it's going to keep melting, so I think it's just going to be a bit of a mess down here. Which is fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, it's fucking hot in here now. The wheeze won't stifle because it's too hot. So we'll allow manual use. We'll do liquefiable, and we'll go to putting ice in here again, and maybe some snow. Why not? We'll put you to a 9. We'll put you to a 2, and you to a 1, and then you can be for just ice. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, I'm on the room overlay. So hopefully some of this will melt. Yeah, there we go. It's melting. That'll give us some additional water as well. Is it cooling the room a little bit? And we're dumping a lot of water. It seems to be dumping mostly here. Nice. That's pretty cool. So it's a nice little ice melter we've got. Anyway, we've got 2 of them now. I'm assuming this room's actually... Oh no, this is really hot. Jesus. So this is where we're saying we're sort of doing a bit of a drip cool here, which some people frown at, but there's not much we can do about it really with this sort of setup. So we are cooling this water off, but in fairness we are sending it straight to electrolyzers, so it's not like I'm getting any benefit from it. It doesn't really matter if it's cooled. It's more the pluses that we're melting the ice, which is pretty sweet. I'll take it. So is this one cooled off a little bit as well? Not yet. This one was like 90 degrees before though, in fairness. So it is starting to cool off. It's down to like 60-ish now, so... that's a big old chunk of ice. Look at that big bastard. Why is that piece of ice so big? Why are you so big? Oh, it's snow. Oh. That should melt a lot easier, shouldn't it? Oh, it's made its way back. This is fine. Okay, so I probably want to seal this up, honestly. I'd like to get all this stuff swept up, but I think we're probably just going to seal this up. Because it was cooking the area. Is this not abyssite? Oh, it is. Maybe we should put some temp shift plates in here. Because the water is getting cooled down by the fact that ice is going in there. So maybe if we slapped a few temp shift plates in, just with a bit of granite, maybe? I don't want them touching the neutronium, that's the only thing. Let's do that. Let's let them do that at some point. We'll put this like a priority 6 as well. Oh, it's going to fuck up my sweep command, that's the only thing. Why not? Okay. So, how are we doing down here? We're actually getting a bit more water. It must be from the ice. It must be from this ice setup. Because we're actually getting a supply of water coming in, which is fucking cool. So that is something. Is my dupe still running around? You're still the chef nerd. You nearly killed everybody before by refusing to cook. But yes, you're still there. Can you not assign extra suits same as you can to snazzy ones? No. No, you can't. When you click on an X suit, an assign list comes up, same as snazzy suits. Really? What? You're right. But is that lost maybe when they unequip it, I wonder? We just assigned this one to Nerd. Let's see if he picks it up. The middle pair of pumps is pumping oxygen to where? At the top here, Camo. So what we've basically got at the minute, this was the ones that I put in predominantly for exosuits. That's this line down here, okay? This pipe also, because at one point we weren't using all of our exosuits, was allowing oxygen to go to this way, which was then feeding into this line over here, okay? So our exosuit oxygen, we split both ways, so it could go that way. I've since removed that, and it's still some of it goes that way, but then it gets fed back into another line. But the priority is always on the main exosuit line. And then if this pipe, the right pipe, is backed up like it is now, oxygen can pass over this bridge and top up these packets so they're full packets. Okay, so we're getting full packets in this line. And then this one over here isn't a full pipe, like isn't at all. This is just overflow. So only if this pipe down here is backed up will this get oxygen. So it's not getting anywhere near as much. This one's pretty much solid all the time. This one doesn't get as much. Obviously this is backed up now because we've disabled these suits, but as you can see this still is nowhere near backed up, so need to fix this. I need to rejig all this, I think. For now, I just want to get a few things up and running that should have been up and running a while ago. Make sure all this is working so that we're getting some water. We'll get our storage room finalised as well. And then this is done. We can start sweeping up some crap that's in the way, which will be nice. I would like that. I'm still waiting on ripping out ladders and stuff. I'm going to up this a little bit, I think. These are going to be for crude oil. Actually, we won't make it a liquid lock yet. We'll wait until the chlorine's getting pumped in. And then we'll do that. You could use priority bridges to fill one suit first fully before it fills the next suit. Look, we've kind of done the opposite. We're kind of trying to fill all of them up at the same time. So that's sort of what this is. It fills up this bank first, I think. And then it fills this bank. I think. Yeah, it fills these three here. Then it will fill these 4. So these 3 should always be filled. Right, it's time to get a dupe in. Okay. Let's have a look first, make sure they're not all trash. Diver's lungs. Yeah, I'll take Travaldo. Let's see. So, let me get the old list back up. I probably need to get a new one sent, actually. Let's get a new one sent from Twitch. Give me 1 sec, guys. Oh, sweeties. What are you eating?
Food pasta.
I see. Send email. Okay. So, give me 1 sec. Let's just see who the last one in. I think it was Asteru or someone. Was it Umbert? Does anybody remember our last dupes? I can't remember. I'll have to check the list. Umbert. We've got Leppy. We've got the dragon. I thought it was after Asteru was our last one in. So we've got Mentos Man, and then Nori, Beameron, Fenrir, then Electron, Effector, Justice. Okay. Yeah, there's a few more to get in. So let's get in Mentos Man 42. Mentos Man, if you're watching this, thank you very much for your sub. We are finally getting you in the colony. Right, so Mentos Man 42. Welcome to the stream, colony, and thank you for the sub. Much appreciated, buddy. So, what should we assign him to first? Let's get him straight to work, no fucking about. Let's get him digging. No, let's get him gophering. Let's get his athletics going. Where is he? Mentos Man, go. Oh, take it easy to Sudro. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Much appreciated. Have a good evening. Dupes can still use a suit that's partially filled, but can't use an empty suit, so equal distribution is a good thing. That's what I would have thought. That was my thinking. What if you click assign on one that is on the rack, not on the floor? Can you do that? Can you click on the suit when it's on the rack? I don't think you can. I don't think you can do that. Or is it all just auto in the side menus trolling? I think it's just trolling. Didn't the dragon sub 2 where she doesn't want to be in, mate? She doesn't want to be in. Nabend. Now, you see, I know what you're saying, like, is it Guten Abend or something? Good evening, Fenrir. Nabend! To me, I call people Nabends.
Nabend?
As an insult, yeah. Like a cross between a knobend and a nab, like a noob. But good evening, Fenrir. How's it going, bud? Ah, shame, we're giving so much grief for killing her. Ah, see, that's why she's not allowed in, mate. Okay. Are we still cooling this off a little bit? Seems to be pretty chill in here, the hydrogen and stuff now, so I'm hoping our steam doesn't overpressurise too much. We should just be getting lots and lots of water. A couple of pockets of steam got quite high and then it just instantly went again. Which is what we want. And it'll be quicker when we get the temp shift plates in as well, I think. So, that is good. I should have done this a long time ago. Right. That's that. For the moment, the base is what it is. I'm not fucking about anymore with these exosuits. I've had enough. So, I'm going to go and start wrangling some puffs, because I want to, honestly. That is the plan. So, what I want to know is... Can we get all this dug out? Let's do this. I want to get all this water mopped up, and then we can drop all this into the pump, into the tank there. We'll get all this mopped out now. I'm assuming there's not much left around here. And then we're going to extend this down. I need to sort of figure out how many tiles we've got here as well. I think we counted it last stream, but I can't remember how many it was. Asteru, what's your problem? Don't really want you coming through here. Yeah, I don't want you coming this way. Reachable food. What? I have 30 fried mushrooms. Why is there unreachable food? Oh, come on, guys. I don't want this shit. I don't want this suffocating bullshit. It's no good. Okay. We'll get some of this stuff mopped up here, and then we'll dig out this stuff. So, yeah, I can't remember if we counted this previously. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. So this is 31 at the minute. $31 at the moment. So only 24 per puffed. 24 per puffed. Probably want to put 4 in here, I think. So we should probably be alright with what we've got already. I think that'll be okay. That's not going to work, is it? Let's get rid of you. It's just evening in German. Yeah, no problem at all. It's just even. I see. 70. What's that, Max? 70. As in, these tiles were 70. I just counted it as like 62, didn't I? Oh, I hope I've not miscounted that. So, I'm going to keep some of this water handy because we're probably going to want some of this nearby, or I might just tap into this pump to give us a little supply of surface water. And then we'll do a little floor. Let's see. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. That'll give us 72. How can I trap these puffs and still get access to them, I wonder? How can I do that? I think I'm just going to slap a door in here, just so I can measure the room. Just save me a job. We'll dig out this crap for now. Why the fuck am I drunk at 4? Is that 4 in the morning or 4 in the afternoon? Tube crossing. Tube crossing as in give them tube access, Max. It's interesting. It's an idea. Let's let this water just fall away for a minute. That is an idea. Oh, I hope we don't kill our puff by dropping this water down. Let's do it there instead, just to be safe. Oh. Why? Why you do this?